Thanks for joining this edition of the Farm Advisory Service Crop Update. Harvest has actually started in the earlier regions and we're in a period of really quite catchy wet weather with very heavy showers. So if that continues, it's going to be quite a tricky harvest. We've had really heavy thundery dumps of rain in some areas, so quite a bit of lodging showing around the country. And for some particularly early wheat crops, that earlier period of dry weather, this rain has come a little late. So they are rolling and just beginning to go off quite rapidly. So the feeling that harvest is perhaps a little capped in terms of yield by that dry earlier weather. We're still seeing quite a bit of disease, and again, sadly, that very wet weather is really conducive for ear diseases in the cereal crops. So we're seeing sooty moulds, which tend to not be that damaging to yield. But of course, that wet weather as well is a driver of fusariums and mycotoxiums. So that's important both in terms of the mycotoxin risk in the current crop, but also in terms of the disease that will carry into seed crops for next year. So just that message about testing varieties or buying certified seed for the crops that you're going to start drilling later in the summer. Septoria levels still with us in the wheat, and that feeling that when we go round trials this year, we're really at the limits of what chemistry can do, and some of the more resistant varieties are holding up better in terms of Septoria management. Clearly that wet weather again, it's a driver of other diseases. So the beans we're in now, we have quite high levels of chocolate spot quite early, and again fungicides are struggling to manage that with the usual mid-flowering sprays. And potatoes, again, we started a period of Hutton periods, so those risk periods for blight in early June, and we've had several, as normally follows those Hutton periods, we've had examples of blight, so just managing those very tightly, it will be crucial going forward. And a final message, we don't often talk about weeds on the crop update, but we are seeing more blackgrass. So as you're walking your crops at the close of the season now, just check for blackgrass. It's such a problem south of the border. So sort of that opportunity that we have to get on top of early clumps of blackgrass is really important. So familiarise yourself with it and just watch out for it.